Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a question that might just jolt you awake. What happens when power feels threatened? It doesn't negotiate. It restricts. It bans. It labels. And it calls it policy. But make no mistake, behind every headline, behind every ban, behind every national security concern, there is often something deeper at play. Pressure politics, power preservation, global chess. Today we're going to unpack not just why the USA keeps banning Indian companies, but why you must not shrink when the world tries to put limits on your potential. When we talk about international bans on companies, especially when powerful countries like the United States restrict access or impose sanctions on foreign firms, it's easy to accept the official reasoning at face value. Phrases like national security, data privacy concerns, or unfair trade practices often dominate the headlines. But when we look beyond the public statements, a more complex and sometimes uncomfortable truth emerges. Many of these bans are not solely about policy or law, but about preserving power. They reflect a deeper struggle, a resistance to the changing dynamics of global influence, particularly when that influence is shifting toward nations and regions that were previously considered peripheral players. Indian companies, especially in the tech and pharmaceutical sectors, have seen explosive growth in the last 2 decades. From creating world-class software solutions to becoming key suppliers in the global medicine market, these firms have not only disrupted their industries, but also started to challenge the dominance of traditional Western corporations. And that's where the friction begins. When a country like the United States sees foreign firms, particularly those from emerging economies like India, becoming leaders in sectors they once controlled, the response can often be defensive. In such cases, policy becomes a tool of containment rather than collaboration. Take, for instance, the digital economy. Many Indian tech firms offer competitive, high-quality alternatives to Western software and infrastructure. When these companies begin securing international clients, partnering with governments, or building their own ecosystems, they begin to reduce dependency on US-based tech giants. The shift isn't just economic, it's strategic. If digital infrastructure, cybersecurity, or artificial intelligence are increasingly shaped by Indian firms, then the geopolitical influence that comes from controlling those tools also shifts.